Stormtrooper, twice lined up in rows. Let's go! Reviewing each one with the passion it shows. It's so plastic to metal, he knows them so well. Stormtrooper swagger, his story to tell. Tune in for Bert, he's the toy expert. Let's go! From action to arcade, see the best displayed on never ends.
Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles SEWER SPEWER Armored Turtle Tank, and I love this toy. Released in 2025, this is brand new and hitting store shelves right now as of the time of this recording. I found mine at my local Target and it retailed for approximately $42. So, we finally get a vehicle for the current Tales of the TMNT cartoon that is currently airing right now as of the time of this recording. You know, when the Mutant Mayhem movie came out, we got that pizza delivery van that was kind of reminiscent of the original Party Wagon. But since then, we've got this new Tales cartoon that's currently airing, and we haven't had a new vehicle. We finally got one, and I absolutely love the idea here, what they're going for, because this is also hinting at a previous TMNT series, and I'm going to show you that here in a little bit when we get to comparisons. I think it's very clever. I think it's very, very cool. Now, the vehicle right here is absolutely massive, probably one of the bigger TMNT vehicles in my collection. Here we have we've got approximately 14.5 inches in length. If we go to the front of the side here, we're actually looking at about 15.5, so pretty big in length. And then we've got about 7 inches tall at the roof, 11 if we go up here to the top of the cannon, which isn't even all the way up. You can actually move this up further. So yeah, this thing gets quite big. It's absolutely awesome. So I'm going to do something a little different here. Let's talk about what it comes with. So the vehicle, you get the vehicle, all of the pieces to put the vehicle together. You get a set of instructions. It's very easy to put together. As you can see, you basically get the whole body is mostly in one piece. You just got to pop on the wheels. You got to pop on the side at the front of the vehicle. You got to pop in these floodlights up here at the top, and then you got the cannon, which you got to mount. Other than that, that's pretty much it for assembly. And then you get a set of stickers that you got to put on. And the reason I wanted to address that first is because I've actually made a little bit of a change or a customization, if you will, to this. Most of the stickers I thought were pretty cool. And one of the things with Ninja Turtles toys is usually the stickers. You know, the stickers give the toy life. If you don't have the stickers, it looks kind of plain. So yeah, the stickers are cool. And for the most part, I thought the stickers, most of them were cool. I didn't like the sticker that they had here for the door. And I didn't like the sticker that they had for the tailgate. And I've got pictures here to show you what those look like. There's just like this big sticker on the door that just said Raphael, which I thought was weird that the sticker just said Raphael on there. And then the stickers for the back, for the tailgate, had the turtles' faces on there. And I thought, I know that the franchise, I know the property is supposed to be silly. That's what we're going for. I thought that was a little too much. So I kind of made a couple of my own stickers, and it's basically just found scans online, printed them on adhesive paper, and then just gave them a matte clear coat and just kind of made my own stickers. And so what I went with here for the door is I went with a callback to the original Party Wagon with the Foot Stinks sticker. So I got one for each side right there. And then for the back, I just kind of came up with my own stuff. There was a sticker on the back that said Cowabunga, and I liked the way it said Cowabunga, but again, it had the turtles' faces on it, so I didn't like that. So I kept with the Cowabunga theme, and I just went with I Have Always Liked Cowabunga, which is a little callback to the first live-action movie, I Love Being a Turtle. Again, another callback to the first live-action movie, and then I threw this one in there, and this one is kind of a deep cut, and it's kind of like my own little personal inside joke. And hopefully if you're watching this, you're a fan of turtles, so I'm hoping that you get this one as well.
I like turtles.
So with that being said, those are my stickers that I put on, but everything else was pretty cool. I liked it. I like this turtle here on the front here. You got stickers for the headlights. You got these stickers right here on the front right there. Stickers for the headlights. These quarter panel stickers right here that say turtle. So those are all right. The rear doors are different. So you got kind of like this graffiti. Kind of looks like maybe something that Michelangelo would have drawn. So there you go. You got those two right there. And then you got a different set of stickers here on the other side. So you got those two there. And then that sticker up there. 212 for the rear quarter panel. I don't know what that's about. And that's about it. No license plate. Usually you get a license plate, but we didn't get a license plate with this one. So let's talk about the features, because this is kind of conflicting for me. I really like the vehicle. I like the toy, and I'm a big fan of Ninja Turtle vehicles. I don't think that I have one that I don't like. They're usually I love how different and how wacky they all get. But one of the things with Ninja Turtle vehicles is usually that you get a lot of features. You get like these hidden attacks and stuff like that. And sad to say, this vehicle doesn't really have any features. We got a cannon, and that's about it. It doesn't have like any poles that jump out. It doesn't have any launching missiles. Nothing. It doesn't really do anything but house your figures, and you can roll them around, and you got the cannon, and that's about it. You do get these side. These side are removable, so you can see what those look like. You got two of them. They're identical, and I mean they're too big for Raphael to hold. So maybe if you've got the 12-inch figures, maybe these will work for the 12-inch figures. Other than that, you can just mount them there, and you can use them for poking things that you drive through, I guess. That's really kind of about it there. Now, the cannon, I do like. I do think this is a really, really cool idea with the cannon. So the cannon here, as you can see, is spring-loaded. So what you're going to do here is you're going to twist this. You push it in, and you twist it, and this whole thing is going to come off. There are two different things that you can do here. So you can remove this little bottle right there, and we'll set the bottle off to the side for now. There are silly string cans that shoot straight forward that, have the nozzle pointing up just like this would. You can put a silly string can in there, and then you can pop this back on, and then whenever you push down on this, it would shoot silly string, which is really kind of cool. And then you have this bottle. This bottle does come included with this toy, and what this is, you fill this up with water. And if you want to get really crazy, you can fill it up with water and throw some food coloring in there, right? So anyway, you fill this up with water, you put it back in, and then you put the cap back on it. Again, you turn it, and then you push it in, and you twist it. And then what happens is when you notice that was a spray bottle. So this is basically just a spray bottle right here. What happens now is you've turned this into a squirt gun. So anytime you push down on this, it's going to squirt water, which is really, really cool. Absolutely love that. I think it is such an awesome feature, but it's the only feature. There's nothing else that this truck does, and that conflicts me because I love this. I love the look of it. I love the design. I love this, but we've kind of come accustomed to more, right? These vehicles, they usually do stuff. That's the only thing that this one does. Don't get me wrong. Super cool. I love it, but that's it, right? If that makes any sense. As far as the rest of the vehicle goes, let's look at the design. It's very obviously designed to look, not exactly, but very, very close to an old style military Humvee, right? So, yep, you got the Steiner right here. The vehicle is done mostly in green. You got some armored doors right there. You got some yellow details here for all of this tubing, which I like. The gray, the green with the yellow always looks good. You got awesome wheels right here with the spikes. These look almost like monster truck wheels. You got those awesome spikes right there. It rolls very, very nicely. You got a couple of red cans, one on each side, so you can fill that up with water, you can fill that up with gas, what have you. And then you've got the little tailgate back here. You do have some foot pegs right here, so you can stand a turtle, which is very, very nice. And then you've also got these little handles, which are adjustable, and I'm going to show you how those work here in a moment. And again, taking one, there's a hitch. There's an actual hitch that would, you can actually hitch things up to there. I don't know, maybe they'll come up with something later that we can hitch to that. That would be pretty cool if they did that, like a little battle trailer. That would be awesome. Now, the doors in the front, these are solid. You got an opening here, and that's where we're going to put our figures in. But for the rear seats, we do have actual opening doors. So you've got plenty of room in here for all of your turtle figures. So let's go ahead and start mounting some figures in here. And I always like to I always imagine that it's Donnie is the one that's making these vehicles happen. He's the one that's designing and building these vehicles. So to me, Donnie should always be the one that's driving. And you can actually get him in there. We'll see if this works while I'm on camera, but usually I'm able to put him in there and get him holding the steering wheel. So we'll see if we can do that again. Yeah, there you go. You can actually get him in there and get him holding the steering wheel. And you know, as you can see, there's plenty of room in there. So currently this vehicle is being cross-sold with the current, like the battle armor. I may be getting that name wrong. It's like a battle armor Ninja Turtle set right now that's a little bigger than these guys. So as you can see, there's plenty of room in there to fit these guys. And then with Mikey, I just put Mikey here in the back, and I kind of like to push him towards the center right there. There's plenty of room. You can put like 3 figures in there, but I kind of like to push them to the center so that, you know, they're all kind of, they can all see out. And then with Raphael, what I like to do is I like to put Raphael here on the back. And so, like I showed you, there's some pegs right there, and you've got these portholes in the bottom of the feet, so you can actually peg his feet down there, but then also these handles are going to come down, and you can actually have him holding the handles, which make him pretty solid on there. As you can see, like, you know, Mikey and Leo, they're not really holding on to anything, so they're kind of bouncing around in there. But check it out, Raphael's not even trying to move, and Donnie's holding on pretty good because he's holding on to the steering wheel. So yeah, very, very cool. Now, for comparison, let's see if I can pull this off, and I may need to back the camera up quite a bit. Here is the current Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles SEWER SPEWER next to the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtle Tracker, which is also a Humvee. Now, the Turtle Tracker was a repaint of the Mutant Marauder, which was the vehicle for the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation line. So there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And again, you can see just how much bigger this new vehicle is. It is absolutely massive. I thought this one was big, you know, and this one turns into a base of sorts. Check that out. This thing absolutely dwarfs it. It's like a monster truck next to this Humvee. That is so cool. So there you have it. One last look at the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles SEWER SPEWER Armored Turtle Tank. Again, this is brand new. This is starting to hit stores right now. As of the time of this recording, it's retailing for approximately $42. I think it's really cool. I think it's a good addition to any Ninja Turtles collection. If you're like me and you just really dig Ninja Turtle vehicles, this is a must-have. Again, it's unfortunate that it doesn't have more features. I wish that it did, but I'm happy with what I got anyway because it looks awesome on my shelf with the rest of my vehicles. And I think with that, that about does it. Once again, for the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles SEWER SPEWER Armored Turtle Tank. What did you think of this toy? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like what you see. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.
The best displayed on never ends with our toy.